Greetings there, fellow gamers. This is the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. And today I will be bringing you number 16 of 30. And this is going to be a review of the new indie casual strategy game, Hit Tank Pro. Hit Tank Pro was released on Steam on December 2nd, 2015 by, I think this is Bacq Stellan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not mistaken, one guy made this game, from what I can tell so far, and I'm pretty freaking impressed. So let's go ahead and go over it real quick. Basically, what Hit Tank Pro is it's extremely reminiscent of a game that I used to play growing up that came out, like 1977, called Combat for the Atari. I used to play it on my old Atari 2600 growing up, and basically what it was really extremely limited tank warfare. You had your tanks, and you had some, blocks that were like barriers that you could use as cover, and you had to try and kill each other. And that was basically the gist of the game. Now this has taken it to what seems to be a single-player experience and brought it to the future some. You've got a top-down view, and you've got your tank, and you've got to clear the level of all the enemy tanks. And sounds easy enough, right? But it's kind of like a puzzle game in a sense, and you've got to figure out how to get through each of these levels without getting yourself blown up by any of these tanks. You can only take one hit. They can only take one hit, you can only take one hit. So you've got to be able to manage to kill sometimes, like 5-6 tanks in a level without getting hit one single time. So it becomes sort of a bit of a puzzle game in that sense. I'll be honest with you, I actually really enjoyed it, and I think for $3, this is an absolute steal. My only issues that I've had with it are the fact that when you are playing the single missions, and this is to be expected, but the user interface doesn't make it, is a little clunky, frankly. And when you're playing the single missions, you have to or reset, basically, because you can't map them. You have to reset your control scheme for each and every level. And, that can get a little annoying after a while. And if you don't set it properly before the challenge, you will be stuck with, subpar controls, maybe for your tastes, because you have 3 different control layouts to choose from. And it all depends on your gaming style, what you're going to want to use. Aside from this wonky interface that can affect the control scheme setup and everything, I think once you get past that and or used to that and how to navigate it, you'll really, really like this game. There are a lot of customizations on that page, thankfully, where you can change, basically things that affect the difficulty, the speed of the tanks and the hitbox size that are on the tanks and all that. So there's a lot to do here. There is you can go through each mission one at a time, or you can go through the challenge. And the neat thing about the challenge is you could do that speedrun style, I guess, if you would like to with your friends, because there is a timer. And there's also the high scores, and the high scores are all kept online. There is an online leaderboard, so there's also that old school gaming kind of flair to it. I really like that. You can compare your online high scores with, your buddies and whatnot, and anybody else that has this game. So there are no achievements or cards with this one, so if that's all you're looking for, I would stay away. I know a lot of people look for the cheap games just for the achievements or cards, but if you're a big fan of speedruns or achieving high scores or just want something to pass the time that's a nice little casual game to play that has a little bit of strategy and a little bit of a puzzle aspect and a little bit of an action aspect, this is a great way to go. I am actually a fan and would definitely give this a 3 out of 5 easily. Clean up the interface a little bit and smooth it out some, you probably get a 4 out of 5 out of this guy. There is some fun to be had here. The replayability is there due to the fact that you want to, utilize the best high scores and the speed and all that to make the best runs possible against your friends. Other than that, though, there's like no storyline or anything to look forward to here. It's very much an indie game, but what has been brought to us here is really good, and I really, really suggest you guys all give it a shot. It's only $3, and I tell you what, if you don't even want to spend the $3, go to the Steam page. There's a demo. You can try the demo for yourself, and I'm pretty sure you'll decide that it's worth $3. It's a great game to mess around on. So I hope you give it a try, and I hope you feel the same way. I really appreciate you stopping by here at the Echo Army YouTube channel, and if you like what you see, as always, give us a subscribe or give a thumbs up to the video that you're watching here, and we'll catch you again tomorrow, and see you next time. Happy gaming.